Doubt.
Love.
So, year 2, March 10th, 2023. Last year was a rough one, but a lot has changed. Since then, love has become less of a question, but rather more of a countdown. I remember in the early years of high school, I said getting into a relationship your junior year is the dumbest thing you could do.
And now look at you. Dumb and dumber. I mean, aren't you too old to be journaling?
Okay, smartass, so what happened to you since the last time you journaled?
Everything that could have. I mean, I found happiness, but for the first time, it was within myself. I learned to live in the present, so I no longer felt the need to journal.
God, I liked you so much better when you were sad. You had so much less to say.
But you know there's so much more to talk about. I mean, I fell in love, you fell in love, so why are you acting like it's a bad thing?
Because before it didn't feel like love had a deadline.
And it doesn't have to.
Easy for you to say, when you miss love, love is a quick ride home and there it is. But for me, love is going to be a greater distance than I've ever known.
So, I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's a greater distance than you've ever known? I mean, this love is different. Joss, this love stays. Whenever you break down, love is always there to pick you right back up.
Love holds your hand when it knows you're not ready to speak. Love brings you flowers because they know it's your favorite.
So then why are you afraid that this love won't continue?
Because love is supposed to pick you up when you break down. Love is supposed to bring you flowers. But how is love supposed to do that if it is 19 hours away?
You didn't let me finish. There are times where love may want to show up, but love can't. Love still has its own life. Love still has its own friends. Love still has its own future.
But what if distance doesn't allow love to stay?
If distance doesn't allow love to stay, it will want to. I promise you that.
I don't know. It might cease to exist, though.
I mean, it's always gonna want to try. I mean,
How long? But how long must I continue trying?
I don't know. Doubt.
Love.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
When I met love, it was at the perfect moment, the perfect time. But what if time isn't on my side anymore?
Love is willing to wait.
But am I? I mean, yeah, that first year won't be bad. It'll be a 45-minute drive. But what about the second? It'll be an hour and 20. And the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. It will be 5 years until love is normal again.
But when I see you in love, your heart doesn't beat on that single metronome, but rather its own symphony. Your love was willing to wait and hope for every single moment to be cherished and memorable.
But when those moments become less frequent, won't that love cease to exist?
But your love is a shy one, and you know this. Like you said, when it senses your presence, it is the loudest person in the room. No amount of time can silence that love.
But my love is afraid to be alone. So what if it loses itself when I'm not here?
You are not responsible for your love's happiness. You're in addition to it. Sure, you make love very happy, but look, so many other things.
You're right.
I know.
Love was never meant to be easy. When I met love, it was as if the world came to a halt. It was just me and love. And that is how it will continue to be. Just me and love in our little world.
Love has changed in my eyes. From broken ash, my wounds have healed, transforming into a beautiful spark. This love may last, but it may also no longer stay aflame. But I know that this love story of ours will live forever in the stars. And no matter where we are, like you said, our now is what matters, and our future will be decided once that day comes. All I know is, right here, right now, love will be worth the distance.
Love will be worth the time.
To be continued.